the script. And, you know, so there was not a great deal. I mean, no, actually, no, that's not true. Oh, I just remember, there's something.
A ton. He's just being nice. The fact is, we sent the script to Chris, he loved it, and he's like, do you mind if I make a few tweaks? I'm like, well, you were on Saturday Night Live for 8 years, and I was on 0, so do it. And he went and fine-tuned a ton of the scenes, but I will say that, like, that entire elephant scene was all Jonathan Beckery. I mean, like, there was a ton of improv that happened, but Chris basically reworked the script with the dialogue for both his characters, and we also allowed all the other characters to do the same thing, like basically make the character your own and help develop those characters for us. And so it wasn't as much improv as redoing the script beforehand. Sorry, I can't let go of the mic.
But Lance was so great is that he encouraged the actors to connect, and as long as you connected, then the ad-libbing and all that stuff will work, you know, as opposed to like thinking about yourself as an actor. You think about, you don't think, really, you're just in the moment. So that was great to be advised that way, directed that way. You guys want to go see, what? What was that?
I didn't hear what you said with your machine at the end of the movie when you shot this thing. What did you say?
What did I say? Oh, what did you say?
I said, say hello to my little friend.
And that was from his dad. We're like, we really should have caught up with a tagline or something. And he was like, just use someone else's, so we did. How are you? Questions? Thoughts? Hopes? Aspirations?
I have a question. Chris, what do you think about the locals that appeared in this and the extras? I mean, what kind of food did we have to provide you with to work with?
What kind of what? Food? Oh, I thought everyone in Oklahoma was fantastic. No, I thought everybody here was great. Awesome. I was really impressed by the actors, especially at first Jonathan was the first person I worked with. Where? Oh, there he is. He's amazing. I was like, where's that guy come from? He's an amazing actor. Oh, get off me, get off me. Sorry about that. But it was amazing. He just improvised the whole elephant thing. Like, I was like, where is that coming from? Like, he just went on and on. It was brilliant. So I was really impressed. And I was a little disappointed that a lot of the attractive extras didn't do anything with me. But that's okay. No, I'm joking. I was really impressed. I thought everybody was great. And I didn't like the heat. That wasn't fun. There were some scenes where, like the last scene, I think there was sweat going in my eyeballs. So I was like not crying, it was sweat in my eyes, coming out of my eyes.
Yeah, that day we had a 14-hour, we had one day at the state capitol, so that's the beauty of low-budget films, you get one day everywhere. And the one day at the Capitol, it was 114, 14-hour days. And so if you think, yeah, they were amazing. Imagine being those extras. They were unbelievable, sitting around for like 14 hours waiting for us to shoot them. So thank you. Yes?
Is this the first time that all these actors have performed?
Oh, no, we're a group. We always do things together. Touring the U.S. for 15 years. We were in Russia, Italy. Oh, my God. We've been everywhere. And it's great. We usually do musicals. This is our first non-musical. So we're glad you like it.
This is the world premiere, so it's the first time they've seen it.
Yeah. No, we're not accustomed to working with each other as much as we did in this film. So it was new to us. So he was new to me, being my son. And, yeah, where's my wife? Is my wife here? Yeah, there you are. Yeah. That ain't me. That's the whole movie, she's doing somebody else. I love you, baby.
Just 1 second, we'll be right back with you. Yeah, so she's giving birth on Tuesday. Thanks for coming, Susanna. Well, so I think your question might have been, how many people is it their first role in a movie?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, yeah, let's see a show of hands. Who is your first movie? Anything to say, Stephanie?
It was a pleasure. So much fun.
Excellent. Keep going. Oh, and you played a mute.
I don't speak.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the hardest things to cast was Nurse Nancy because we knew we had to get someone. Eleanor was amazing. And this was your first film? So what do you think? What was it like?
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, and the generosity that you gave to everybody. Just let us just flow with it. And Chris, oh my God. So much stuff that you guys didn't see. Are they going to be like,
not on the PG or G version.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. Because it's the Bible thing? Like, well, just don't say it.
Yeah, the director's cut's actually R+. So any other questions?
How much did you have to pay your mother to be in it?
Please, she played plenty for that role. Yeah, I said, Mom, you're an extra, and what that means is you don't get a line. She goes, oh, I'll be saying something. Well, so, see another question up there? Yes.
Well, I want to know the gorgeous actress who was Phineas Philbrick's mother.
Well, so Jack, how was it playing the governor?
It was great, except, I'm sorry that I lost that election. No, I had a great time. Yeah, I do have a famous. Well, actually, my wife has a famous relative. My wife is the. Yes. How did you know? My wife is the aunt of the governor of Oklahoma, Mary Fallon. Her name is Barbara. Barbara, stay with us. Actually, I called the governor from her ante room and said, "Hey, I'm sweating in your room. Is that okay?" He said, "Yeah, sure. Go ahead, sweat on." Thank you.
Yes.
So, where does this movie go from here?
Well, that's a great question. Could Alex Barter come up? As luck would have it, the guy who is selling our movie for us is here for the weekend because part of Dead Center we have a distribution for him. And so we brought in 6 distributors and sales agents to meet with all the filmmakers, including the one who is repping our movie.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here. Thanks for having us.
And thank you for laughing because it made it feel a lot better about buying our movie.
So, was there a question? Where's the movie going from here? So we the movie launched at Cannes Film Festival, which I just came back from about a week ago. Everybody really responded really great to it, and all the distributors in the U.S., including the studios, are looking at it right now. So we should know more in the next week or two. So we're excited to and
our lawyer Jay Shanker's here. A lot of our musicians, tons of people. Our first AD Walker and our UPM Nathan Gardaki. Thank you very much. Kim, you have a question?
Since a lot of your cast was the first time, how did they find out about your movie or
internet?
No, so we've worked on, the three of us have worked as crew on about 30 movies total here. So we've worked with a ton of different people. And so basically, we had an open casting that we did ourselves. Well, the first thing we did is we hired a casting agent out of Los Angeles to get one actor. We just said, please go get us Chris Kattan, and she was able to do it. So thank you, Fern. And then once we got Chris, so part of the thing was we were trying to surround him, obviously, with the best actors on earth, and we found them. But we were also trying to surround him by people that were bigger than him. So Josh Norman over here is big. And we met on Heaven's Rain because he was working on Heaven's Rain, and we actually kind of wrote the part for Josh. And so that was kind of there were a few parts, and we also kind of wrote the part for Jonathan Beck Reed. So there were a few people that we had seen so much in theater and otherwise that we created the parts specifically for them, and then begged, and they all said yes. So we're great. But then Chris Freihoffer, who's a casting agent here, and he is amazing. And he really is how, so basically we got a lot of the people that we had already kind of written it for, but we got a lot of our key characters through Chris Freihoffer, and he was amazing, and he does a fantastic job on a ton of movies here. So basically that's how we do it.
Me?
Yeah.
Which scene was your favorite to shoot, and which scene was the most difficult to shoot?
Everything at the Capitol was most difficult. It was 114 degrees.
Favorite scene? What? Oh, that was fun. The food fight was pretty fun. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Food fight was fun. But you know what, actually, what scene I liked was I don't know why. Oh, I like the scene. It's not even like a big scene, but the scene where I'm pretending to be tough to my wife. Oh no, I know. Well, I like that scene. But no, when I'm beating up, or I'm getting mad at at my daughter's boyfriend, or whatever. And then all of a sudden I get scared and I go, oh my God, what happened? Don't let him do that to me again. You remember that scene? But I don't know, there's something about that scene that was so, like we did it in like 1 take or 2 takes maybe, and it was like that whole reverse of all of a sudden needing her help, trying to get to be tough and then reversing was an improvised choice. And the fact that that had a beginning and a middle and an end, that scene was like a minute, and it just was great. I loved that scene for some reason. All scenes should be like having a beginning, a middle, and an end, so that was one of my favorites. But there's so many moments. There was a lot of good moments, because the director and the producer got this amazing cast that just surrounded me with the best, and it's like makes such a difference when people have a vision too. A lot of movies isn't run by somebody who has a vision. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing, or they pretend they know what they're doing, or they hope they know what they're doing, or they hope somebody will tell them to do something that they know what they're doing, or whatever. But he knew what he was doing, and I knew what I was doing, and then everybody else knew what they were doing. So that made a huge difference. So there's so many great scenes. This whole movie was a great experience. So thank you for that.
Well, the guy in that scene has really strong braces, so he didn't enjoy the scene as much, because afterwards he was like, I think my gums are bleeding. Because we kept hitting him on the mouth, because it's like, well, you can't punch him, because that won't look funny. But one thing, so Jason Padgett, who played Mr. Green, awesome, and we actually played football together in high school, so I've known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, and he is fantastic, and he's actually in another movie here that's playing right after this, in this theater.
Prometheus.
Called Prometheus. All the people who couldn't get into this had to go to that crap. One thing, come over here. I think the hardest thing, the scariest thing,